Tonight, our Toyota puck drop gets us underway. Eriksson wins the draw for Minnesota. It's the Eriksson Boldy Johansson line against Paige Thompson, who has new look wingers tonight. Gives to Middleton. Now Urov back for Kaprizov down the wall. Kaprizov the wraparound and a skate save by Ellis.
Sharp angle. You get a skilled player like Kaprizov. Nowadays they want to throw it short side high sometimes. You got to get a good hard push across, and he gets his toe over just in time. But it's harder than it looks on a wraparound play. You got to square her up to Kaprizov.
These teams have had a history of playing tight games against each other. Here's a loose puck and a save by Ellis. Trenyon had a great look from close range. Power sends it across, and it trickles through. Gustafsson went just wide. McLeod with it high in the zone. Into the corner for Tuck. Back to McLeod, into the slot. Power fire, save Gustafsson. And the rebound favor his clearing attempt, hit Trenyon.
Up down in that middle bumper spot. In the motion they create, he just so happens to end up in that slot area, which you don't see a D end up in that area. Finds that soft spot, a little bit of time.
Leaves it for Brodin. His pass off target for Middleton. Middleton able to knock it out of the air to keep the zone alive. Urov with it. Down low, Zuccarello. Tried to center. They score! Corral the thrill one more time, and it's 1-0 Minnesota.
If you take a pass on wide ice and find your buddy backdoor sitting all alone, and tough to miss a 4x6 when you get set up right there, right on a platter, and you got to finish that puck too. Well, down on one knee. Patnik Kaprizov one-timer.
Back to the point for Power. Now across, rights and centers, and a sliding save by Gustafsson. He stops Josh Doan from close range for the second time. Tried to go back up high. Urov deflected the pass. It looked like it was intended for Spurgeon. Zuccarello down low. Urov tried to go between the legs for Kaprizov. That was off target, and the Sabres have numbers coming the other way. Malenstein drops it back to Krebs, a shot, and they score.
Yeah, it's an innocent shot from outside the faceoff dot from the net as possible, but when you get four guys crashing the net, you get an unfortunate bounce off your own guy. Looks like Spurgeon's tying up. Buffalo's forward going to the net, getting on the inside. He's on the right side. Unfortunate bounce, and hits him in the stomach and ends up carrying him into the Wild net. That's a tough shot for a goaltender. You get handcuffed right in the middle of the body. You can't decide which side you're going to steer the rebound, and the rebound bounces off the ice and up into the chest of
Colleen battling with Boldy. Colleen now comes away with a puck. Hounded by Boldy. Boldy takes it away. Cuts to the slot. He scores!
Think that he's going upstairs all the time. And again, we talk about that low angle play. Kaprizov has had it to Ellis's blocker side twice. Now it's from his glove side. As a goalie, you got to play with the post, and it's hard with balance, and he's stuck on the post a little bit, and it's hard to go down into a full butterfly and make that save. But you think back the goals that he's scored, and young goalie.
Here's another chance for Minnesota. Boldy back paddles, fires, glove saved by Ellis.
Players, the schedule they have, and it's so rare to have 2 days off in between games.
And we've seen injuries increase all around the league because of it. I've talked to a couple different, able to kick it ahead for Eriksson at center. He holds off a Quinn check, drags it to the slot, centers Johansson, and a kick save by Ellis. Unable to create anything off the forecheck, and Brodin has to race back. A centering pass, Tuck left alone in the slot, and Gustafsson came out to make the save. Here's the first hit on Brodin to which you referred.
Yeah, it was an icing the whole way.
Centers. Eriksson redirect, lines up wide. Boldy with a shot. Hits loose out front. Eriksson hammering away. A broken stick disrupted the play.
It's been so strong against them. We get a look here at the last power play chance the Wild had. gets behind Ellis and Eriksson, where he scores a lot of his goals in the paint. That puck goes off the crossbar, ends up bouncing down right on the goal line, goes over his stick. Boldy gets a whack. Unfortunately, his stick breaks as he's getting a stick on it.
Byram supporting the play, but now it squirts free to Sturm. Sturm has Trenyon with him at center. 2-on-2 into the Buffalo zone. Trenyon to Sturm. On the backhand, a save by Ellis. And now sends it out to center. The bouncing puck controlled by Malenstein to Benson down the slot. He centers, and Krebs denied by Gustafsson.
Get a look back at this big Gus save. Keeps his eyes over it, tracks it well all the way. A nifty play by Benson to find Krebs back door, but even better save by Gus. You can see leads with his right pad, gets his blocker across as well.
See if the Wild can tilt the ice back their way here in the third. And we're underway with the final 20 in downtown St. Paul. Spurgeon shot broken up by Timmins. Spurgeon then able to hold. Eriksson to Boldy. Down low, tipped by Johansson, went over the top of the goal. Spurgeon to Middleton. Into the slot. Boldy fires, and a pad save by Ellis.
Trying to figure out the right core, which we talked about earlier, and the right pieces that gets this team in the win column more times than not.
Had a good first year in Buffalo last year. There's a chance for Doan. Doan in, and a save by Gustafsson. And they score. It deflects in off of Zuccarello. It took a strange carom after the save by Gustafsson.
Comes on a 2-on-2 rush, and one of the most fluid skaters in the NHL. Jonas Marine just catches an edge and goes down, and opens up that lane for Doan to get a better look.
Hartman then collides with Ellis. He's still slow to leave the zone at the other end. Buffalo gets a chance, and Gustafsson has to make a big stop on Malenstein. Krebs sent it across. Doan with a one-timer at the horn. That was disrupted, and for the 5th time in the last 7.
See the same group go out. Eriksson to win a draw. Eriksson to win this draw and just maintain possession as long as they can.
He wins it back to Faber. Holds off Byram. Then has it knocked off his stick by Tuck. Faber's back defensively. Tuck circles the wraparound, and a save by Gustafsson.
The game tonight, and Tuck gets that low angle play, and now he feels like he's got Gus committed.
Leaves it to Bouillon. Had it stripped away by McLeod. Buffalo's got to break the other way. Quinn coming in, and a save by Gustafsson. Pounded by Krebs. He plays it cross ice for Kaprizov, but the Wild would have been offside. And the horn sounds anyway, sending us into a shootout. Tage Thompson to shoot for Buffalo. And he scores. Thompson puts the Sabres in front after round 1 of the shootout.
Yeah, and he's a guy that you got to think is going to shoot it. That's his weapon, his ability to reach the puck and use his reach. Did that effectively, beat Gus to the glove side.
Matt Boldy will try to tie it up for Minnesota. He scored the shootout winner yesterday. He has a pair of overtime or shootout clinchers this year, and he scores. That'll tie it.
Get that puck up. His eyes are up the whole way. Quick little fake backhand.
Quinn, the next shooter for Buffalo. And he scores. Goal to tie it and extend. And they will send Alex Tuck, the former Wild draft pick, against Gustafsson. And he sends it wide. We move on to round 4. Vladimir Tarasenko, the shooter for Minnesota, and he sends it wide. And again, Buffalo has a chance to win it. They'll go Ostlund against Gustafsson. Ostlund moves in, back to the forehand, he scores, and Buffalo has ended Minnesota's win streak with a shootout win. The Wild streak comes to an end for the Sabres.
Well, you talk about a Buffalo team that came in hungry. You get beat 5-0 the night before against a good Jersey team, but you look at the score sheet in Buffalo, you know, they outplay and they get a lot of shots.